Welcome everyone. This is Zach, the Celtics guy here. Uh, First, I'm gonna unmute, unmute here and start my device. I think it's because I'm recording this through here, so let me just go ahead and enter here.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up, Jamar? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Nice to meet you, brother.
Man, nice to meet you as well. I know I was here referred to. I was here referred to Dust James up in here. So yeah, it's good to talk to you here.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to look at all of your YouTube videos, but I saw like one or two and stuff, and I really appreciate you giving out this information because a lot of people here in the States don't get it. So it's really great that you're out here doing this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean I've been doing a lot of coverage about Niger and all those countries that ousted. I was Yeah, it's been a very big interest of mine actually. It's been one of my big
Yeah.
topics I've been putting out there on this channel.
Yeah, word. So I'm definitely going to ask you about the Sahel region,
Oh yeah,
basically on this interview, and then I would love to have you come back probably next month to expand on other stuff.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, feel free to have me on anytime. Like a day like this is good. Definitely
Okay.
a day. Yeah, a day like this is good. Hey, yeah, if you ever want me on, bro, I'll always. I'd love to coordinate with you because I mean I did that with Dust James and Alex Suarez.
Yeah.
I did that. So
Oh, word.
yeah,
All
ask
right.
me anything you'd like on here. I'm willing to. Yeah, so willing to do that. So I am your
I
guest.
appreciate it. Yeah, man. All right. So let's get this going.
Yes, let's do it. And I've got it recorded on my end as well. So we got it where everybody
All
can see
right.
me through here too.
Bet. All right. So this is going. I wanted it to be live, but I forgot I have a episode out right now, so I have to bring this out tomorrow instead of today.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
forgot
Yeah,
all
I
about
know.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Like you're like pre-recording it now, then you're gonna release it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and to make it fair to you, I'll do that as well. I mean, of course, I'll do that as well. Yeah,
Word.
I couldn't stream it live either because. Yeah, I couldn't stream it live either because I think OBS only allows you to use like one camera or something. It doesn't like let it do that. It's like,
Ah. Okay.
yeah,
Word.
so it's like, yeah, it's like one of those things.
All right. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put up the thumbnail for a few seconds, and then the intro is about a minute, and then I'm gonna introduce you, and then we're gonna get started.
All right, great. Sounds good, homie.
Yep.
Blank period, yeah. I'm a black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Peace, everybody. Peace. My name is Jabari. Welcome to another episode of the Jabari Vlog podcast. And we're going to have a conversation that I have been waiting to get the right person on to have a conversation with. We're going to go right into the Sahel region. I know that time is of restriction for me, but at least we could get like an hour into this conversation, or maybe 50-40 minutes. And I really am very excited for this guest. Definitely going to have him come back on as well too. Quick announcements, please donate to PAL Crisis Relief, PAL, PAL Crisis Relief on Instagram. Is a Palestinian organization that is based in Rafah. They have some American contacts as well too that's helping out with the funds and everything, and they are helping out displaced families as we speaking. They have helped over 100,000 displaced families so far. Everybody wondering how did they get the stuff there? I don't have the answers, and I know a lot has been blocked, but it's important to keep funding as much as we can and give what we can to these people that need help. So I want to thank everybody that has supported and helped out. I saw CNN also take on the interview for these great young people. These are literally medical volunteer workers that live in Rafah, live in Gaza. They grew up in Gaza, and they're doing everything they can to help their people. So we got to keep supporting. When people ask, what can we do? There's a lot we can do. It exceeds past just being on here giving out commentary. It exceeds past being in the grassroots movement. It's a lot more we can do. So I want to thank everybody that has donated and everybody that has been organizing, and we're going to keep the movement going. Keep on the movement going. Y'all already know who I'm voting for. You're going to keep seeing this until the election season is over. So without further ado, I want to get right into this interview with Zach, the Celtic guy. Zach, the Celtic guy, is a YouTuber, and he has very extensive knowledge on what's going on in the Sahel region in Africa. We're going to talk about 3 countries. We're going to talk about Burkina Faso. We're going to talk about Niger. And then we're also going to talk about Mali. But if we don't get to Mali, I think the most important part is Burkina Faso for this interview right now, and Niger. So let's get the guy going on right now without further ado. Zach, the Celtic guy. Peace, brother.
Peace, Jabari. Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate you taking the time out. I have been looking all over the place for someone to talk to, and the people that I knew of, and the ones I have contacted have been very, very busy, which I understand. Just hasn't been the right time. So I was very, very grateful that Dust James reached out to me and mentioned you, and I'm very, very grateful that you have the time, because I know you have a busy schedule as well, to come on and talk with us about what's going on in Africa. And what I put into the title is very, very important for people to understand that the discussion here, it centers around African nations looking to be actually sovereign, like what's happened in Senegal. They are looking to control and use their resources and not be exploited. They want to be a part of the trade, and they want to be sovereign. They are sovereign. So this is very, very important conversation that we need to keep on happening. And I'm very happy to have you on here, Zach. I said a lot, but
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very glad to be here. Like I said, ask me anything you like. Anytime you like to have me on, I totally love to be here.
Right. So let's get right into it.
Yes.
Zach, first of all, let's start off with Burkina Faso. So I want to just give my understanding first before, and then you could help me fill in the holes. So this
Okay, yeah.
also,
Do as
so
best
in
as
the
I can. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So Burkina Faso original name, it changed around the 1980s when Thomas Sankara, their first socialist president, came to power, and he was, unfortunately, he only been in power for like 4 years, or probably less than that. He was a friend of Fidel Castro, one of my idols, and
Mm.
he definitely did a lot of great things, getting people vaccinated, um, pushing his country forward, telling the people that were on his cabinet that they can't go first class anymore to save money. They got to go commercial. I'm pretty sure they didn't like that. And he was betrayed. And the French got him assassinated. Now let's fast forward to now. You see the global you see the calamity that's going on, and no one has trust in the U.S. No one has trust in France anymore, and they are
Oh yeah.
demanding France to leave. They are, and their ties with America is very, very dwindling, and you see that they are supporting Russia. They want Russia to help them out, and you see this
Oh yeah.
coup happen, a military coup comes into play where a leader named Ibrahim comes into power.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you know about the events and how that started, and what is the colonial response to Ibrahim being in power? So it's a two-part question.
Oh. Well, I'd like to. Well, I think I could get to the part about. Um, well, I would like to start off by saying I know it's all a lot of times it's branded as a coup, but I
Mm,
oftentimes see it as a literally a liberation. I see it as a liberation of people that literally just want France to just like get the hell out because they have been
right,
colonizing them. That they've been colonizing them, robbing them of their resources, trying to extort their influence. That's just what they're trying to do. And you got this. You got this man here who obviously he wants independence for his people. That's clearly what he wants. And
right.
you've got the media there saying that he's like he's extending his military rule and whatnot, and he's doing that or whatever. No, all they're doing is just restoring order is what they're trying to do. I mean, that's literally what they're trying to do, and it's something that you're seeing all throughout that region, like that entire region. It's an influence. I mean, I think it might have first begun in Niger, or it might have
Mm,
begun in Burkina Faso first, but I see it as that. I see
mm.
I see it as that, and I say glory to them. I really do. I say glory to them.
Yeah, yeah. And what are ways that Ibrahim is trying to you know take control of his country? I saw one way that like he's controlling with naturalizing the resources and actually forcing trade as well too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. He's doing that. He's welcoming Russia and China in to do business dealings because when Russia and China are in these places, they actually believe in actually doing good for their for those nations. Like every time Russia and China are about business and running like a business and helping out with the infrastructure and all that. That's what they are. Whenever the U.S. or the West come in, all they do is just wag their finger about fake human rights BS and stuff that just isn't that stuff that just isn't real.
Mm, mm. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of dictation.
Oh yeah.
So much, so much dictation. It's not even like they gave them a list. I heard where they basically try to tell them, well, these are the places that you should be. This is what they did in Niger recently. These are the countries you should be trading with. These are the countries you should not be trading with.
Oh
And it's like,
yeah.
excuse me, sovereign.
Yeah, sovereign much? Yeah, oh exactly. Totally not a violation of sovereignty, like totally not. Like totally
Yeah,
not, man. Like totally not a complete violation of sovereignty, like at all. Like if that's not a definition of violation of sovereignty, then I don't know what is. Like I don't.
yeah, and it's like it's always expected for European sovereignty to be respected, but it's always shown that anyone else's sovereignty doesn't matter at all.
Oh yeah, it's in the global south. It doesn't. Oh no, that those places in the global south. Oh no, it's like that's like that their opinion, their feelings, what they want. That they what they want. No, 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 that doesn't apply to that. No, no, totally not.
Mm, mm.
in their eyes. But no, I see what's happening in Burkina Faso and, Niger and Mali. I see it. I mean, I don't know as much about Mali as the other two. I think Niger I know a little bit more about than the other two, but but I've done as much research, as is humanly possible on this. But I see it as I see it as a revolution for the future. I really do. I really see it as such.
Do you think ECOWAS will have a forced hand anytime soon?
Oh, I do, absolutely. I mean, I do. I do think it is inevitable because they are a warmongering organization. They are literally the NATO of Africa. That is literally what they are. They are literally like the NATO of Africa. They are like this big group of like the U.S. empire and its puppets all together just to try to go in and wag the finger at this country, that country, or whatever. Oh yeah, no, I see it as no, I see it as such. They are a destabilizing organization without a question of a doubt. They are completely they are illegitimate. They really are.
Yeah, I mean, the members is we have Niger, which are that's who they're bad at. Nigeria, we have Senegal, Sierra Leone, Togo. Then we have Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, and then
Oh
we
yeah,
also have Gambia, Ghana, and Guinea-Bissau, and Guinea,
yes.
and then we have Libya, um,
Or I
not
think it's
Libya,
Liberia. Yeah, I think the other one is
Liberia,
Liberia. Yeah, yeah.
not Libya,
Liberia
Liberia.
has Liberia has been like a fucking U.S. colony for like ever.
Yeah, yeah. Um, definitely is. How can we here in the United States, like, how could we steer what do you think is the best way to steer the conversation when it comes to how people are, if anyone is upset about the French leaving Burkina Faso and the French leaving Niger, and how American troops, which we're about to get into actually,
All right.
um, let's just get into it. Actually, that'll be the question for when it's all said and done.
Cool.
Niger also was very, very interesting. There was a revolution there as well too, a military coup. I love when people try to, like delegitimize a government because a military took over. You got to see what the
Yeah.
purpose of the military is first, and see
Mhm.
if the people are for it. That's the most important part. What other people for?
Absolutely.
It's not on us to dictate. This is a huge word. Dictate to the people. Oh, this is how you're supposed to overthrow your government. That's been very authoritarian to you forever, off the behest of the colonizers.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I, I mean, yeah, it's to kind of shift a little further afield here for just a couple seconds, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing with like Thailand. Remember, like with Thailand, they had the same thing in 2014, and then they had the same thing in Myanmar. I mean, I see it as kind of the same. I see it as like this. I see it as the same thing. I see it as oh that they don't like that, even though the people like largely support, even though the people largely support it. Like I've done all sorts of research about like Thai. I've done a whole bunch of research on like Thailand and whatnot, and pretty much a lot of it is similar to what's going on over there.
Hmm.
Because like they're gonna come in and basically clean up operations is how I look at it, and I don't think there's
Right.
anything wrong with that.
What is your take on the new Niger government? Let's start with that to give people like a full
Okay.
understanding. Yeah.
I support it. I think it's largely successful. I mean, I heard that they're starting this new like anti-corruption bureau. Like I hear that's what they were doing. I mean, it's a complete turnaround from the guy that was in there before. The guy who was in there before, Mohammed Bazoum, was literally bought out by the French. He was a French puppet, a Zionist puppet, a U.S. puppet, and everything. And then there's him on like social media and all this stuff, like complaining, like, oh my god, my country's being taken over by the Russians, and he's on like the friggin' Washington Post, and oh my god, my country's being taken over by the Russians, and oh my god, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, there's literally articles.
He
Yeah,
pulled a
there's
Hillary Clinton.
yeah. Oh my God, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that. It is exactly. Yeah, I was just gonna say that about yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
But all right, let's see his steps. When he was removed, I mean, he's still alive, right? Like they didn't kill him.
Yeah. I mean,
He,
it's basically like it's like, oh, what, you want to stay in power forever? You want to be the next like Paul Biya of Cameroon, who's been a dictator for like 40 friggin' years. Oh,
right.
no human rights about that one. Oh no sanctions on Cameroon. No overthrowing them. No, totally not. You
And
see,
his cousin got into power, by the way, too, right?
I
He
believe so.
replaced him.
Yeah, something like that. There's
Yeah.
barely any information that comes out of it. Any information that comes out of there is all like they tried like yeah, it's all censored BS and everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, so he right is he still under house arrest, the former leader of Niger?
I believe so. Like they say, like, oh, he's in a basement or something. He's in the basement of the palace or something like that. He's like
So
in the
sad.
yeah, so sad. Yeah, he's like in the yeah, he's like in the basement of the yeah, he's like in the basement of the palace or something or just something. It's just yeah.
Like for instance, people have to understand that like when he was removed, the people in Niger was rejoicing. They
They
were
were.
very very happy.
They were, and oh, God forbid, oh, they were waving Russian flags, and everyone was making a big thing about it, like, oh, waving Russian. They're like, oh, like waving Russian flags around is a big deal. Like, it's like, no, that they're just saying they would rather want, or they would rather have Russia in their country than deal with France. Last time
Right.
I checked, Russia never colonized them. The Soviet Union never colonized them, and even today, modern day Russia, they never colonized them. So,
Yeah,
what's
thank you
that
for
say?
making that distinction because Americans will freak out, be like, "Oh God, the
Yeah.
Soviet, oh yeah, they're,
Oh
they're,
God,
they're
yeah.
not
So
Soviets no more."
yeah. Oh, big bad Russia. But no, I feel like it. I feel like now their anti-Russia bullshit is even worse, dude. I feel
Right.
like it's. Yeah, I feel like it's even worse now.
Well, yeah. I mean, like breaking it down, like so. Well, from the beginning, you see that they were demanding that French soldiers leave when the new regime came into power, and
Yeah.
the French soldiers finally left, and now we're seeing that they're giving the same type of rhetoric towards the American soldiers.
Yeah.
Before the French soldiers left, there was a big video of people for to see that there was thousands of people in the stadium at a rally in full support of this new government.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, there was. I remember seeing like I remember seeing pictures of that and articles about that as well.
And it was waving Russian flags.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Everything is all fine and dandy until you're waving those Russian flags. You know, it's like what's the problem with that? I mean, whatever, by all means. But people waving around the flags of the Zionist regime. Oh, that's not a big deal. No, that's totally not a big deal.
No, no, not at all.
No.
Yeah, I mean, because like you see the Wagner group before they were disbanded and basically turned into the Russian military, the Wagner group was there to help out as well too.
Oh yeah, I
They
support
had.
them.
Do you think that's what helped this removal of French soldiers? Like Russia was a huge part to help Niger and Burkina Faso, for instance.
It's actually funny you asked that because I
Right.
actually did do a stream about that
Mm-hmm.
because they're always blaming, like they were blaming Russia for like being involved in Mali, being involved in Niger, and oh my God, and everything. And I'm just like, no, I think that's just a mainstream media talking point. But then I kind of played a little devil's advocate here, and I said, you know what? If they were involved, well then you know what? If that's what it took, well then okay, by all means, if that was the case, because you know what, people are in support of that. Like that's what it is. The people are in support of that because I understand what it's like. Because I want to be liberated from the Zionist regime. I want us to be liberated from Ukraine because I honestly feel like they have they're doing it in a well, they're doing it like in a different way. Like they're just financing that they're financing all our politicians and everything. I mean, you see this friggin' idiot Zelensky looks like a friggin' Planet Fitness instructor coming to the Congress and like trying to tell everybody what to do and all that, and it just yeah. So no, I want all of us to be like like liberated from this.
Right. Are we back?
Yeah, I can. Yep, I can see you.
All right, perfect. So the drone base. Do you know how much that drone base cost
The what you mean the
in
drill?
Niger? The American drone base.
Oh, the American base. Oh, I always imagine it's probably like in the millions, if billions, probably. I couldn't even put a number on it. I couldn't even put a dollar amount on it because I don't
I
think any.
asked because it's like, how much is America about to lose now that they're getting removed, and how stupid do they feel?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like the Vietnam and Africa. It's kind of like the Vietnam. Oh, they went there, then they friggin' lost. Oh, they went there, then they all this nonsense for nothing. All this wars and imperialism for
Right.
nothing. That's what it is.
Right, right. And the Russians are there too now, and they're like monitoring um
Hmm.
the whole situation, which is very, very interesting.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they. I support them doing that. I do. I think it's good by all means.
what do you think they should do moving forward? You know what I mean? Like, do you trust that our government's going to leave? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they might say. Yeah, I mean they might say it. I mean they might try to act like, oh no, we have to put a deadline on this, or oh we might have to try to do, oh I don't know, something like. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to wonder like if they will try to use an excuse and do exactly what France did. Like remember when France took like forever to get out of there.
Right.
So kind of makes me wonder if like, oh, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna wait till like the end of 2024 to do it. Kind of like Niger waited, or not Niger. France waited till the end of 2023 until they finally got the hell out, and then like I guess certain like airlines and some African nations put like sanctions on like French nationals or something like that. I remember hearing
Yep.
about that too. Then they labeled that as like, oh, like xenophobic or something. What?
You weren't supposed to be there in the first place. Like, the gall of France, man. Like, I've been like saying 24/7. Macron's been taking a lot of L's, he's been taking, and but he's not getting more L's than Zelensky. Zelensky has the most L's,
Oh yeah.
and he's definitely Zelensky's tied with L's with Bibi Netanyahu right now.
Oh,
Bibi Netanyahu
absolutely.
is catching up with the L's. They're about to tie for first place.
Absolutely. I would say the both of them combined. I would say all three of them are like tied. They're like the three of them are
Bunch
are
of
like
losers.
are like tied in the losers club. Yeah. They're very high up in the losers club. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, because when you see that France left, the reason why France is so upset is because, like, they still have their Asian colonies, but they get a lot of money from Africa,
Hmm.
and this is why they get all the resources. They exploit. America does too, but it's like they lose their footing as a great nation because they no longer can control their colonies. It's an embarrassment to them, even though it's like you should never had this colony in the first place. You should never had vassal states in the first place. Like, you're not even that powerful. Like,
Yeah. Like
it,
yeah, like you never should have colonized anywhere because I see colonialism as like Nazism. It is literally like a crime against humanity. Like that's what it is. Whether it's French colonialism or British colonialism or Portuguese colonialism, anything. All this European colonialism is all about It's literal crimes against humanity, is what it is. Every single bit of it is disgusting. Every bit of it is just disgusting with varying degrees of disgustingness. But I think probably the most disgusting of it all is what they did to France, to Haiti. I think that's the worst of the worst.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's like yeah, France and America definitely. When it comes to big atrocities right now, there's blood on their hands when it comes to Haiti. Like
Oh,
it's
100%.
absolutely disgusting.
Oh, it's
Eh,
oh yeah, it's depraved. It's depraved on a whole another level. And and I actually, a coworker of mine who actually became my supervisor at my job or later this year, I was actually working with him, and we were actually talking about stuff going like with Niger and everything. And he said, "I can't believe Haiti didn't kick France out." And he had his family's actually from Haiti, actually. So he has like I think his parents, I think his mom and his dad, or maybe both. I'm not too sure, but I remember him saying that. I'll never forget that conversation.
Yeah, France literally bullies them into paying reparations to slave owners' descendants. Like,
No, they should be paying reparations to them. They're like
right.
literally, they should be paying them. Like France should be paying Haiti to rebuild literally everything. Oh my God, that they have to repay. No, they should.
Yeah,
They 100.
yeah,
Just like yeah, I think the U.S. should repay Cuba for all the damage it did to them for over 60 years with the disgusting genocidal embargo that it's had on them for over 6 decades.
yeah, yeah. I mean, what, do you think that France? Because we know America's going to play their games and they're
Yes,
losing their hegemony.
yes.
But do you think that France will try to return, or is this is the end? Like they're not going to try to return to Africa when it's all said and done, they're all kicked out. Do you think France will try to return, or
Um,
are we seeing the? It's a two-part question. Are we
okay.
seeing a age where Europe is becoming a weaker continent, and we're going to see African countries become a lot stronger in leadership with Russia and China? Like, what are you seeing in this?
I mean, I am seeing them as becoming weaker. I actually am, in a way. I really am because I don't think France can continue to colonize all these nations all these years. I think eventually there will be. I mean, just look at the Comoros Island. Look at the Comoros in the Indian Ocean.
Right.
The anti-French sentiment that's there, and it's all, dude. Anti-French sentiment in all these regions is 100 completely and totally deserved, justifiable, everything. I just don't see how France can continue to do it, and that their influence is rapidly dwindling, and I don't see how they can continue to do it. I mean, it's only a matter of time before the people of Cameroon overthrow the 40 year dictator there, and then and put in a revolutionary like they did in Niger. It's only a matter of time before that happens. I see it. I do see it as like where France might not be able to go back to its old ways. I mean, I think they will. There is some type of payback that is coming. I do see it in a way. I do see it as, I mean, I'm trying to word it as, yeah, to the best of my ability. But I see it as, yeah, France, I think eventually they won't be able to return there and continue their influence because everybody's going to remember. Everybody will remember what France did to Haiti. Everybody will remember what France did to Niger. Everyone will know what they did to Algeria and Tunisia and what they did to Mauritania and what they did to the Central African Republic. Just look at that now.
Mm.
Just look at that now. Just look at that. Look at all these other places. I mean, it is a matter of time before France will all these colonial powers will be kicked to the side and the global south, the rise of Russia and China will be more than welcome. I see it as all empires come to an end. It's like the Roman Empire. I mean, the Roman Empire came to an end, and I see these empires as coming to an end as well.
How dangerous is that though? Like, how willing is France and even America itself is willing to accept defeat That's what really scares me. What level of defeat would they
Yeah.
accept before they go nuclear?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'm not talking nuclear as in like actual nukes, God forbid. But you hear about Ukraine trying to attack nuclear detections and
oh
outposts
yeah.
in Russia. So I mean, I don't know what the fuck what to think about that. But like, do you think that there will be a bloodbath or backlash at the expense of us, the people that live in these countries, knowing?
Let's hope not. I mean, you can never put anything past these depraved powers. You can never put anything past them. That's what I say. I say I don't think we put anything past them, but I do think there will be a point where they won't. I don't know. I see it as they're, yeah. I don't. I see it as. I just don't. I just don't see their influence as lasting too much longer. I think we're in a changing world, and I think we're going to see a more multipolar world coming forward. And I'm hoping for that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, these powers are dangerous. Oh, they're dangerous because of the people that they have, like the people that they have. Like they don't have sane people running stuff. They don't have
Facts.
sane people. It's like it's not like they have sane people. It's not like Macron is the sane guy that's like good, like offering an apology to Haiti and say, what can we do? Or to Niger, what can we do? Or going to
Right.
Vietnam, because we all know what the French did in Vietnam to Vietnam, Indochina. We all know the disgusting crimes against humanity that they committed there too. Not going to
Right.
these places and saying, you know what, look, we cleaned up operations. We're pulling back. We're not going to be this. We are cleaning up operations. We are going to not do this. We're going to focus on our own country and do this and do, no, like if only they had sane people like that, but I don't see those. They're not sane. They're anything but sane.
Yeah. I mean, you see how far Israel will go,
Mm,
and they're a vassal state. So if a vassal state can do that out in the open, which is why I'm afraid. And you see, how Sudan, which is another vassal state, what they're doing out in the open.
oh yeah.
Um, what will America and France do when they get fed up? And I don't think they have the ability to actually win whatever they have in plan. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
like a Vietnam situation,
Yeah, that's what I see too.
but a lot of people are going to die. A
I
lot.
see it as that too. And then that's the thing about war. That's what I hate about war. That's what I hate about imperialism. That's what I hate about all of it. Like, that's what I hate about all of it from a humanitarian perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why I've been anti-war my whole life, ever since I've been political, ever got into politics, ever since I've done this channel, I've ever just yeah, my whole everything.
People are still finding the justifications for why kids are slaughtered. It's like if a cop has to stop a school shooter, they don't go and bomb the whole building.
Right.
They have to go in there and stop the school shooter. But if the war in the war, if they got to stop the enemy, they're bombing the entire building. And it's like people look over that. They look over that because of the war aspect.
Right.
And that's why the outrage needs to be a lot more stronger. I mean, outrage is a lot stronger for Palestine, but the outrage is nowhere close as strong for Sudan or the Congo, or the solidarity is nowhere as strong for Burkina Faso or for Niger, Mali,
Mm.
Cameroon. But it's literally just overlooked, and
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that, especially with Haiti too. It's overlooked, and it's like
Oh
a
yeah.
lot. It's not even just equal amount of bloodshed. It's times two, because these are black bodies, and black bodies don't really get that much respect. I know somebody listening to this will probably disagree with me, but this is how I feel as a black man, that black
I
bodies don't
understand.
get that much respect.
I sympathize. I completely understand that. I 100%.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, because it's like the numbers that you see of dead in the Congo, the numbers that you see of dead in Sudan, it's triple than Gaza.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to go back to the Sudan thing. I
Yeah.
think what happened in Sudan was definitely a coup as well, because Omar el-Bashir was a great leader. He was a successful leader. Everything was stable. He would everything things under him were at least stable, and I see it as a coup. I see what happened to him as a coup. I 100% see something, because remember when that happened, and then you had fucking Trump in there to saying that, oh, if Sudan recognizes Israel, we'll remove them from their state-sponsored terrorism. See, like, you see what I mean? It's that, and then Israel comes in and all that. So it's like everybody accuses everybody of conspiracies. Like I've been called that. Bro, you have all the shit I've been accused of. Oh my god, all the morons that have come on my channel and have put troll shit. And I know these people are all like establishment, whatnot. But that's okay. That's why I've got like 50 plus mods on my channel that ban them in a hot second anyway. But
Nice.
you got these people, yeah, because I do live streams Monday and Tuesday actually. I'm
Mm.
known for being pretty colorful, pretty pushback, all that stuff. But I see it as what happened in Sudan. I 100% see as some type of. I don't think it was just, oh, the people got just overthrew Omar el-Bashir. No, I don't. I see it as they. I think it's definitely, because look at it now. Just look at it now. It's unbelievable.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yes.
They don't even have a
Uh,
functioning government. Just like Libya. It's the same thing with Libya. Now Libya's open slave market. They were the most successful nation in all of Africa. They were so successful in everything. They were.
the liberals are not going to believe you, Zach. The liberals still think Omar Gaddafi. Sorry, not his name's not Omar Gaddafi. The liberals still think Gaddafi was an evil dictator. As
Yep.
much as I try to tell them that he was a socialist leader, they don't. They think he was an evil dictator.
Well, I mean, that's what liberals and conservatives believe in, but that's okay. Because I'm anti-liberalism. I'm anti-liberalism and I'm anti-conservative. I'm anti both of those. I'm to the left of the both of them. I'm a Marxist-Leninist. I'm a revolutionary socialist. That's what I've been. I've always leaned socialist for a very long time. There are some things I have, there's some things I am kind of in the center about, but especially like economics, world affairs, I'm as left as it gets for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I totally am. And yeah, the liberals believe in capitalism and conservatives believe in capitalism. So, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, so.
And you see what capitalism has given Libya, just for people to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you want to see what capitalism and democracy do? Look at Libya.
Yeah.
Like,
You want to see what they do? Let these people go in to your country and do this type of thing. Yeah. Yeah. You also have it to where you have a healthcare system that freaking bankrupts you. You have it to where your roads and bridges are decaying. You have it to where that there's all this stuff like you've got the average single mother having to go to a food bank to feed her kids. You see people living paycheck to paycheck. And let's not forget this one, of course. We are, the prison industrial complex. 5% of the world's population, yet 25% of the world's prisoners. But what they do, and I know this is a little like kind of all over the place kind of thing, but
but go ahead.
really have to say this. They always want to say, well, like when they talk about our roads and bridges like crumbling and whatnot, what they do is they do this regressive like taxation on you where they act like, gas like the gas tax should go up like with inflation or whatever. Like that's one of the most ridiculous, the most bad thing for the middle class, because instead of using the money that you have, there already is money that is supposed to go towards roads and transportation projects. And then you see these liberals, and I use the fucking air quotes, liberals, proposing billions of dollars in new mass transit projects for the big cities and the privatized fancy lanes and everything. That's capitalism for you. Meanwhile, look at all these places. I mean, that this happened here in my state, Massachusetts, under a friggin' Democrat, by the way. They drain the money out of the road construction. Like they suck the money out of the road construction, and then they tried this like gas tax indexing to go up with inflation or whatever.
Right.
You know what kind of gas prices you would have in that situation? So everybody thinks gas prices are bad now. Yeah, they are, because you got big oil in there. You got big oil that's in the gas tax. The big oil is sucking the gas tax money away. So that's why they're not able to fix citywide and regional and your county and municipal roads or metro. Yeah, like every time they blame the gas tax and not enough money for it. I was saying that if you don't drain billions of dollars out of the gas tax fund, then you wouldn't need to raise the gas tax again. That's what makes all the difference in the world.
And this connects to Africa, because when you look at China is taking that perspective of rebuilding the infrastructure and making public transportation accessible.
That's actually
compared
a good
to
thing. I'm
us.
actually glad we went to this because I was talking about that. I was giving like a whole big thing about that. And
the Belt and Road Initiative.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a very important thing to have there. No, man, I hope OBS was able to pick up what I said there, because I made sure that was a big thing. All right, good. The camera's still rolling. 48 minutes in. That's good. Because if you see it, it is true. I mean, look, I'm all about investing in the people. Like you can't spend money. You got to invest. That's what you got to do. The problem with capitalism is all they do is they don't tax people. They don't tax people for good things. They just tax and spend. That's what they do. That's what they do rather than investing in the people. There's a difference between spending and investing. Like they don't have an investing problem. It's not a lack of money. It's a lack of investment. That's always what it is. In capitalist societies, like with the gas, I drained the billion. That's what it is. It always comes down to that. And yet China definitely gets it right when it comes to Africa, for sure. They don't have this gas tax with inflation BS. No. Hell no. That's not even a thing in those places.
No, it's not. And it's kicking people in the butt as well too with the United States, because for instance California is doing a raise in their gas tax because they realized that they weren't really infrastructurally prepared for the electric cars to come in. They pushed the electric cars initiative, and then now that they have what they pushed for, now they're like, oh, we got to punish the workers more because of this great thing.
Yes, exactly. See, I'm for a progressive type of taxation. It's like well, we have enough to invest in the people, but then you also need to have it to where like things have to be friendly for workers' pockets and people's pockets. Like it's like you got to do that to let wages grow. Like you got to have it to let wages grow, and that's regressive. Like it's like when you have a regressive system, that hurts people at the lower end of the income scale the most. That's what that's all about. And
I'm against electric cars. I don't know what your stance on electric cars is, but instead of electric cars, we should be having better public transportation, better infrastructure for people to get around more easier. The electric cars thing is all nice, but it's not something that's going to progress us as a society moving forward.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, I see it as that. I think it's a cool idea, but is it really going to get us that for that and whatnot? I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I'd have to look into electric vehicles a little bit more, but yeah, I think they need to invest more in. I think they need to invest more in public transportation. I mean,
like our railroads is shit. How do you expect everybody to just be like driving, and the railroads are shit? The planes are shit.
Yeah, I mean that they all look like. I mean that they all look terrible. I mean, remember how it's so funny how we always talk about these countries are third world countries. Like,
right,
motherfucker, we're like a third world country. I mean, we're like a third world country. In fact, they always say, oh, China and the DPRK or whatever. Look at their high speed rail. You look at their high speed rail and look at how their high speed rail is. Has anybody got to see what the New York City subways look like?
Yep.
They literally have they're like dirty and disgusting, and they have like that they're like they haven't been cleaned in like forever. Like some of them don't get like regular maintenance or cleaned or something like that. And yeah, like there's a lot of those types of things. Like our it's all like this is a matter of public safety. It's like again,
Yes.
where's the money going? It's like where's the money going? It's
Tucker
just like a
Carlson
yeah, it's like a
went
vortex
over
where it
to
just
interview
disappears.
Putin. Tucker Carlson went over to interview Putin, and he comes back talking about how great the transportation is.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one wanted to believe him. That's what Africa wants, Tucker. That's what Africa fucking wants. That's why Africa's fucking with Russia and China. All right? Because
Yeah,
they're giving them that. And when you go
exactly.
when you go over there to Uganda and stuff like that, and you see what China is doing, you see what Russia's helping out with doing.
Oh yeah.
What kind of defense or option does America have that says it's better? They gave you a chance,
Exactly.
America. There was pro-American Africans for decades. They gave
Exactly.
y'all a chance. You exploited them. You took their shit. You gave them a cents on the dollar when you was talking about how we're going to help feed them and
Absolutely.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You had your chance. You failed. Now, let's
Absolutely.
use the Trump term. Try something new.
Yeah. And look, I do appreciate like trust me, I definitely have a lot of like Tucker's stance on China. I'm just like, come on now.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Oh, he's full of shit. Yeah.
I do appreciate his stance on Russia and Ukraine, him speaking out on that. I will give him that and say, hey, you know what? Credit where credit is due. This is a good thing. I wholeheartedly agree. And he's had some good people on. Like he recently had Jeffrey Sachs on the show not too long
Yep.
ago. And I'm just like, wow, mad respect. I mean, Jeffrey Sachs is really good. I really admire him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's really, really I think we're getting to the point straight up that we're seeing exactly the contradictions. We are in the age of hypocrisy.
It is
And
hypocrisy.
I feel like this is what the Romans felt too.
Yeah, the Romans felt that too until the Roman Empire went.
That's why they stabbed up Caesar, Julius Caesar. They was like, bro, too much shit going.
Yep, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. You see
We
where
got to
all
get
that
out of this. Right.
is. Oh
Right.
yeah.
I mean, you do see it, right? If you're not with the establishment, your character gets assassinated
Oh,
very,
it does.
very harshly. Like what they did to Russell Brand, for instance. That was
Oh,
insane.
oh yeah, 100%. Oh, and
And he's not even like fully polished to talk about political things, but they felt fearful for him.
oh yeah, your character. Yeah, it's totally character assassinations. I mean, just look at some of the stuff they say about him or like the gray zone gets smeared about this. Even like
Right?
Men Press News has gotten a bunch of bullshit. Oh,
Right.
like I've taken their smears and I've completely just decimated them into a million pieces. I'm just like, okay, here's where you're full of shit. Here's where you're full of shit here because you're a bunch of fucking liars. It's kind of yeah, because the one famous quote of mine from a very famous video I made back in like September of 2022. The Flame of Liberation loved this little quote that I made about saying that Wikipedia is a bunch of scumbags and pieces of shit. I remember that. That was a good one. That was yeah, that was a good one.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, Zach, I gotta let you go because I gotta get ready to get out of here, man. But
All right.
you are definitely a friend of the show. I would love to definitely have you back on. There's so much we can have a
Oh,
conversation about.
absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I'd go on for dude, you're the type of person I'd go on for hours talking with you. I absolutely would. I'd go on for hours talking with you, trust me. But yeah, I really appreciate having me on. And yeah, feel free to have me on anytime. I also if you ever want to like check out my channel, I mean, I got like I said my live streams Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, the times will vary a little bit here and there,
Mhm.
but I will do it. But I do them then. So yeah, feel free to check that out, and I'll definitely check out more of your stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm not my main platform isn't YouTube, it's Spotify because YouTube hates me. But
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely
but
understand that. Yeah, I'll have to. I can link your show with like the Spotify. I'll definitely do that because I want people to, check your stuff out for sure.
yeah, I don't get any type of monetization on YouTube at all. But
Yeah, I barely
Spotify is
do
pretty
either.
nice for me right now.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is there's a lot of stuff of mine that's shadow banned. I've been shadow
Yeah,
banned, kicked, all that type of stuff. So trust me, I know how it feels. But I'll promote. Yeah, I'll do that. But thank you for having me on, Jabari. Appreciate it.
yeah. Thank you so much, brother.
Of course.
And have a really good day. And to everybody that's out
You
there
too.
in the
Thank you,
airways,
everybody.
whatever you get your podcast, and please, please have a very safe day.
You too.
And free Palestine, free Suzanne, free the Congo, free
Amen.
all the oppressed people, free Haiti, free all oppressed people of the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
Enough with this bullshit. We are moving in the age where colonialism is whack.
Amen. Yeah, amen. And just one question before I let you go. Yeah, before you let me go. Well, will this be uploaded? You said you'll upload this when tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yep. Tomorrow, for everyone that's listening, should have already listened to the Aura interview that just came out. And tell me what you think about the Aura interview in my DMs,
Oh
and
yeah,
also
yeah,
tell me what you think
definitely.
about this interview too, guys. If you
Yeah,
have any questions,
definitely.
we'll answer those.
I'll upload this when I'll upload my portion when yours is uploaded, just so that way it's fair. Because I have to edit a few things. I have to yeah, there's some editing I got to do too. Editing, polishing, you name it. But
Okay, I'll definitely coordinate with you on that.
yeah, so all right. Peace. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Have a good day, and to everybody out there, you have a good day too.
Blank period, yeah. I'm a black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holla if you really feeling this. Gotta holla if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holla if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100.
Well, that was a wonderful conversation I had with Jamar. That was a great conversation. So, yeah, I will be uploading this. I will be uploading this when he upload when his side is uploaded, when his side of the video is uploaded. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this conversation. Definitely show Jamari support. He's a great guy. First time I ever talked with him. I had a wonderful conversation. I had a lot of fun. This was fun. This was fun. I look forward to it. I definitely look forward to having another one with him. And I look forward to having another conversation with some more comrades. So, anyways, I'll be back with more soon. Hope everyone's having a great week and having yourselves a great weekend. And I will be back with more soon. Until then, and until my next video, as always, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking, take care of yourselves and all of each other. And I will see you, comrades, in the next one. Until then, have a good day or night wherever you're at, and I'll be back. Then I will be back with more soon. See you all next time. Peace and so long.